Hey, Stux. Now that the Getting Good series is over, I wanted to do videos about stuff like hero guides or maybe talking a bit about the game. I hope that you like this kind of video. If you don't, just tell me and I can stop. But today I would like to talk about the true value of SR. I'm going over rank inflation, percentiles, top 500 in smurfing, and the reason why all of it is the way it is. So let's go over rank inflation. Basically, in Overwatch with the current tier system, the rating of everybody increases. So the number 1 SR at the start of the season may be 3.8k. However, at the end of the season, the highest rank may be 4.7k. Now, did he get better? No, of course he didn't. He's still rank 1 after all. However, the system says that he is 900 SR better, and over the course of the season he has climbed 900 SR. So the solution to this is the percentile system. Basically, the percentile system, how much of the Overwatch population you outclass. So for instance, these are the current numbers. The top 1 percentile is 3750, which is better than 99% of all players. Top 5% is around 3300, which is better than 95%, and so on and so on. The good thing is percentiles don't inflate. They always go from 0 to 100, whereas the Overwatch ranking system, the lowest rank may be 900, then 600, then 300, and same thing with the higher ranks. The 99th percentile stays the 99th percentile. So being 3300 at the start of the season is just as impressive as being 4k at the end of the season, because while rank inflates, percentile doesn't. I actually want to show you this. This is Master Overwatch, where you can check the percentiles. So here you can see the border to top 1% is 3750, the border to around top 5% is 3300, and here we have the current leaderboards of the highest ranked players. So here we can see Evermore at 4.7k, right? We can see Mangachu at 4.6k. Now, using an online archive, I can actually show you the leaderboards from last season, not last season, but this October. So right here, for instance, we can see that Evermore is only at 4.6k, right? So from October to right now, he has climbed around 120 SR, but he remained the top 1 player, right? So he didn't actually get any better, but the system told him, oh look, you improved, you are now 120 SR higher. Now we can have the same look here. Order is rank 2 with 4.6k, and right here he was rank 5 with 4.5k. So again, he climbed a little bit. However, that isn't reflected because he climbed to 4.6k, actually 4.681, which back then would have been rank 1, would have been better than Evermore. However, because of rank inflation, he's only rank 2 now. So you can use Master Overwatch to find out your percentile. Simply look for your account. Actually, we can... Okay, so right here you can see my Master Overbuff page. I dropped it a little bit. And here you can see your percentile. So right now I am in the 98th percentile, and in Europe on this website I am ranked 3143. Now this number over here, 3.6k, that doesn't actually matter. The only thing that should really matter is this percentile over here, and maybe the ranking you have over here, because this one doesn't inflate. Okay, so now that we know about this, let's go over top 500 and smurfing. Basically, top 500 is easier to get at the start of the season, because at the start of the season it consists of unique players. However, as the season progresses more and more people start to smurf, because they get bored of their main accounts, they want to do the climb again. People like Stare wanted to prove that elo hell doesn't exist by playing an account from low to high elo. And the average amount of secondary accounts in the top 500 right now is between 2 and 3. So on average, someone in the top 500 has at least one smurf account also in the top 500. I actually asked around a little bit on the competitive Overwatch subreddit, and I found someone with 9 smurfs in the top 500. So what this means is that right now it's not really a top 500, because the same person can take up to 9 spots at the moment. So it's more like a top 200 by now. This means that top 500 becomes more exclusive as the season progresses. So if you want to get top 500 more easily, you should definitely do that at the start of the season, where there are more spots left and those are not taken up by smurfs. Now, why does Blizzard do this? Basically, after a certain rank, which is a bit over the 99th percentile, matches will have lower average SR than you do. So most of the matches are stomps, because the game just can't find players at your own rating. which means that you barely gain any rating because you are expected to win. However, you lose a lot of rating because obviously the game doesn't expect someone at 4k SR to lose to some people at 3.6k SR. Now the question may be, why not queue them with other 99th percentiles? There are barely any people at those high ranks, right? So if you are like a top 50 player, it can be really hard to find 12 people at that same rank, especially at off times. So in order to keep queue times low, they get matched accordingly. Now, why does Blizzard want the system to be like this? The main reason is to make you feel better. If you play at the same skill level throughout the season, your SR will rise, but your percentile won't. So percentile is basically how good you fare against the entire Overwatch community, and SR is just the number, right? SR changes, it inflates. So the best way is to just check your Master Overbuff percentiles. I will probably leave a link in the description, and you will see that the 99th percentile rises constantly. If everyone climbs, then nobody climbs. So for instance, let's say you have two friends. One of them is 100 SR above you at 2.8k, and one is 100 SR below you at 2.6k, and you are 2.7k. Now, if every one of you gains 100 skill rating, then he is maybe 2.9k, you are 2.8k, and the lower friend was 2.7k. Now compared to each other, you are still 100 SR apart. However, every single one of you has climbed 100 SR, so you feel good about yourself because you climbed after all, but in the end you didn't actually get any better. This is the reason why, I don't know if you noticed it, but a lot of popular YouTubers have uploaded videos of them reaching Master near the end of the season. This is mainly because they were already like pretty good, right? They were in mid-diamond maybe, and rank inflation has pushed that percentile into the Master range so that they got Master. So they don't even need to get better, all they need to do is wait for the players above them to inflate the ranks so that they can take their spots. So what should you take from this? The truest rank in the game is your percentile. You need to keep in mind, however, that Master Overwatch is biased towards higher ranks. The only ranks showcased there and they calculate with are those who actually check out their percentiles, so probably only players in higher percentiles, since a gold player is less likely to check their rank on Master Overwatch. So last season Master Overwatch said that rank 60 was around the 85th percentile, right? The top 15% of players. However, Jeff Kaplan in a video said that rank 60 made you one of the top 6% of players, right? 94th percentile. So there's a big difference. So if you want to know whether you actually improved, see if your percentile rises, not to your skill rating. And just because Master Overbuff says that you may be in the top 10% of players, you may actually be a lot higher. It's just that Master Overwatch hasn't taken all the other players into account. Now, I hope that you like this kind of video. It may be a bit different. I would really like your feedback on this. I really like statistics, and I really like analyzing MMR systems and stuff like that. So I felt it was a good opportunity for me to showcase these skills and share this information with you. In the future, I will maybe work on some hero guides and stuff of the sort, since a lot of you said that they really wanted to see that. And my favorite character is McCree, so I will probably start off with that, with a little bit more of an advanced guide compared to the rest on YouTube. Now, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.